Okay. All right. So per request of a couple clients, I'm going to do a follow along workout. It's going to be easy breezy, and it's something that in the future you can adjust it for yourself. I'm going to do a 15-minute follow along workout here. It's going to be circuit style. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exercises. No added equipment, just body weight. You can have a mat on the floor, or you can do it right on the floor. You don't need any added equipment. For this, I'd have you set a timer on your phone, or you can do like stopwatch style on the phone, or if you got one of these, do a stopwatch there. That's what I'm going to use today because I'm recording with my phone. But let's get into it. So I want you to set a timer on your phone or have a plan for the amount of time you're going to use with a stopwatch, anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how much time you have and how much work capacity you have, how much work you want to put in. This is a beginner workout, but you can make it more challenging by adding time or really, trying to push the reps and squeeze the contractions, move with intention, taking less breaks. You can make it more intense. You can make it a lot easier by taking everything real slow, taking breaks more often. That's it. Simple. So we're going to do 15 minutes worth right here. Then you could do it however you want, however long you want in the future, or you could follow along twice to make it a 30-minute workout, whatever, however you want to break it down. So I'm going to use the stopwatch and start it off, and I'll take you through all the movements, talk about them a little bit. I'll rest as needed or whatever. I might take a little longer breaks just for beginners, just to, if someone's following along, I want you to be able to get a little bit of rest in too. So I'm setting a timer, planning on doing 15 minutes worth, show you what it looks like, follow along, give it a try, and then do it more on your own. It's an easy breezy workout, beginner style, get you going. So what we're starting with is prone swimmers. And that's a back and shoulder movement. We're going to have arms up off the floor, and we're going to go here, trying to find the end range of your shoulder joint. Go back to what I call handcuffs, all the way up to diving position. And you're really just trying to move through the shoulders. I'm not worried too much about my legs. I'm not trying to raise the legs up. I'm not trying to arch my back. Just trying to stay neutral and move through the shoulders. So that was 3 or 4 reps. I want to do 10. We'll call that 5. 6. Think that the floor is lava. You're trying to keep your arms as high off the floor as you can. 7. 8. 9. Really squeeze the back. 10. So that was prone swimmers. Now we're going to go into alternating bird dogs. I'll go sideways here so you can see, kind of at an angle really. Alternating bird dogs, you're reaching with opposite limbs. So when my right hand reaches, the left leg's going back. And you're trying to be real stable through the core here and hips. You want to keep your hips squared up with the floor. You're trying to reach with a tight fist right in front of your shoulder and reach with a heel right in line with your leg. We're not raising it high up in the air. Squeezing glute, kicking straight back with the heel and not pointing the toe. And I want you to do 8 each way. And I'm not sure. Talking, I don't really remember my count. But follow along. Move with intention. Try to keep that core stable. Work your shoulder by raising the arm up in line with your body. Trying to make a nice straight line. Take your time with it. I might do a couple extra here. So you can take your time, and I totally didn't count. So just follow along. Don't worry too much about the count if you're following along. Bam. So that's a core stability exercise. Shoulders, glutes are in there, all that. After that, we're coming up. This one, I want you to just count in your head or look at your timer, and you're doing a chair pose. I'm just looking at my timer here, hands up high in the air so you get some shoulder work. Then you're going to sit down. This is just a yoga move, chair pose. Arms up high in a squat position. How deep your squat is up to you. You can be down here, as long as you're keeping tension in the legs. Up here, just find wherever your sweet spot is, where you're getting a challenge. You're trying to keep your arms high above those shoulders as best you can. Then I didn't watch my timer very well here either. Just follow along. Good, chair pose. All right, then we're going to go back. This is for your glutes, for the butt. Laying flat on the floor here, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Now I'm going to bring my toes up. I want your feet about 4 or 5 inches away from your butt, not terribly far, so we don't use the hamstrings too much. Trying to use the glutes. And just do reps here. Squeeze glutes. We're going to do 12 reps here. 3. Just really trying to get the glutes going. It's a basic hip hinging motion. Get you used to the hip hinge. Really hard squeeze at the top. There's my 12 there. So one more move. We're just doing high plank. So I got my timer. I want to do 30 seconds right here. And adjust accordingly. If you don't quite have 30 seconds right now with this high plank, do 10, do 15, do 20, whatever. Get what you can get out of it. Hands are basically under my shoulders. That looks like I got them a little wider than shoulder width, but not reaching out front too much. Straight arms. Boom, 30 seconds. And then rest as needed. That's it. So that's what I want you to do. I'm almost 6 minutes in. I set a timer for 15 minutes. I'm going to do as many rounds as I can within that 15 minutes time. If you want to bump up the intensity a little bit, best way to do it with this workout would be just adding time so you can get some more rounds in. Another way that you can challenge yourself and see growth, see progression with this workout would be setting like a 20-minute timer. Do the workout. Actually keep track of how many rounds you do, how many rounds you get through in that 20 minutes. Now when you come back to it sometime in the future, see if you get through more rounds or a little bit further. Maybe you don't complete another complete round, but maybe you get through a couple more exercises. Something like that. But let's get back to the prone swimmers. We'll do 10 of these. I'll shut up and then we'll just do reps now. Listen to me breathe. Trying to keep arms high the whole time. Neutral spine. All the way out front and all the way back is a full rep. There we go. Prone swimmers. We're at about 7.5 minutes deep. Alternating bird dogs. I'm going to count this time. Doing 8 each way. Driving back with the heel. Driving hard forward with the fist. Little pause at the top, know you're stable. Good. I wonder what this sounds like on this microphone. It's moving all over the place. Hopefully you can still hear me. Took the microphone off. Probably should have did that a while ago. Chair pose. We're 8 minutes and 40 seconds in. 8:45, we'll say I started this chair pose. Shooting for 30. I'm sweating a little bit. Should take this sweatshirt off, or this long sleeve shirt off. But I'm working. Okay, that was 30 seconds of chair pose. Glute bridges. All right. Feet close to the butt. Toes in the air. Squeeze glutes as hard as you can every rep. There's 12 reps of that. Then we're going into the high plank. We're at about 10 minutes. Let's do 30 seconds high plank. Everything's in line here. Make sure you're not going into low back extension. Make sure your butt's not way up in the air. You're a nice straight line. Ten more seconds. Okay, that's another round. That's round 2. We're at 10 minutes and 44 seconds. Sweating a little bit. Ugh. Just wait a few here before we get into one more round, probably in this 15 minutes. Good place to start. Do it 2 times through if you want to double it up and get about a 30-minute workout in. In the beginning, you can fast forward to me talking the second time. So get her done in a little less than 30 minutes. Well, yeah, around the 30-minute mark. All right, what are we starting with? Prone swimmers. Let's get back to it. Simple, right? But we're working a little bit of everything. Back. Just not really doing any pressing on this one. We're still working shoulders, back, core, some legs, glutes and quads. Not much for hammies really, but that's okay. And if any move is too tough, if any move's too hard to get all the reps in, like those prone swimmers are actually pretty challenging. If any move's too tough, you're just burning through and you're like forcing yourself to get through those last few reps, stop. Stop a little early and just move on to the next move. Alternating bird dogs. Move with intention here. You can just throw your arms and legs up, or you can really think about contracting the muscles to make the motion happen. Building core stability. Core stability. I do a tight fist, and I really try to force a tight squeeze in the quad, in the glute behind me, and really just make it intentional. Don't get on my case if my numbers are way off on like reps. I've been talking to you, and it's hard to talk and count at the same time. When I'm doing personal training clients, I can at least use my fingers if I'm talking to them. But when I'm working out, I can't keep track. Okay, chair pose, next. We're at 14 minutes, 14:09. We might go over the 15-minute mark just a little bit, but I'm going to finish up 3 rounds. Try to keep chest up and stay nice and tall here. I know I have some limitation in my T-spine for T-spine extension, getting my arms overhead. I've got some tight lats for sure, but trying to stay as upright as I can during this chair pose and keep those arms nice and straight. Woo! All right, I'm feeling it. It's cool, man. A little basic workout. Just do what you can. Do your best. And you'll just keep getting better. If you just did this one little workout 3 times a week and really moved with intention, try to make progress on the quality of your movement, add rounds, you're going to make progress. You're going to burn calories. You're going to build muscle. Build strength. It'd be newbie gains in the beginning. It doesn't take a whole lot to make some changes. You'll definitely have to do more than this as you get going. But for a beginner, little session, this is just getting used to moving the body again, building strength, building some stability, just getting it going. Right? Bam. I don't know what I did on there for reps. High plank. We're at 1550. Last exercise. All these, you do this workout, it's great for low back pain. All these movements are going to help if you're a person who has to sit and work at a computer, at a desk a lot. Work on these movements. You do these, just this workout a few times a week, and that will substantially help that low back pain that you get from sitting in a desk job too much. It really will. All these movements are great for that. Oh, I went 40 seconds on that one. That's it, guys. That's my follow along workout. About 15 minutes. Went a little over, but you heard the format. Set a timer or turn on your stopwatch and just go through as many rounds as you can within the time that you have available. If you only have 10 minutes, do a couple rounds. Just start moving the body. That's all you got to do. Move a little bit. And then try to move a little bit more. And then try to challenge your movements. When something gets easy, figure out a way to make it a little bit harder. That's all we do. Just continue to stack new challenges and wins and challenges and wins, like unlocking movements, building strength. It's really simple. We overcomplicate this stuff, but just do this one. Add it to your repertoire. Short time, doesn't take a lot of time. Just go do it. That's all. Stop rambling, Mike. You're going to waste other people's time.